languages is really an advantage, especially in today's world. Yes, Tita.
I'm Lina Kammert from Switzerland, and I'm a social worker as well as a mother to two children, TCKs. My daughter, a daughter and a son. And from my own experience, having our upbringing, our authoritarian upbringing, is really conflicting with the individualism, with the freedom of especially speech. For example, when I told my daughter, keep quiet now. And she answers me, why should I keep quiet? I have a mouth to speak with. You know? And then the other thing is the language. Now I realize I should have taught my children one of the national, at least Tagalog or so. I always thought, I'll teach them English because that's very useful, especially in their professional life. But later on, I realized they would have had more connection to the Filipino culture if I taught them Tagalog. And there's a group of young Filipinos, PCKs in Switzerland and in the German-speaking countries around. They're called Halo Halo or Noipi in Switzerland. One of their issues is also this sense of identity. And what they were saying is that the language, if they would have had more sense of their Filipino-ness if they learned the language. And the other issue, not for my own, but also a bit, is the freedom, especially teenagers, our children, our especially young girls, going out, their sense of sexuality. That's different from the Philippines. You have that's a very common problem. It also adds to the mental health. They are not.
Thank you.
That's the thing. So that's one of what I can add.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Tita, but if we didn't have such a time constraint and we're also hungry, so how about we move on? Yes, and thank you for sharing. It's really tough, navigating a world of TCKs. Let's flip the script. As Sarah said, we're very mindful of time, and shine a light on the opportunities that come with being a TCK. You might be wondering, okay, we've been hearing these challenges. What's the upside to being a TCK? Okay, we'll look at two big themes. The first one is social and cultural integration, and we'll talk about integrating cultural identity into daily life. Then we'll talk about understanding diverse cultures and fostering empathy through open dialogue. The second one is personal growth and future outlook. We'll look at ways of navigating transitions with confidence and honoring heritage and cultural pride. All right, thank you. Maybe a question to you again, Sarah. What cultural experiences or activities that you found beneficial in reconnecting with your Filipino roots? In the past, I used to participate in a lot of performances featuring Filipino dances. Such as Tinikling and Lapay Bantige. Thanks to Tante Minnie. I should do it again. And that really helped me reconnect with my Filipino roots. Another thing I did was visit an indigenous tribe in the Philippines with my mom called the Mangyans in Mindoro. And that experience really humbled me and also made me realize that there are so many subcultures within our culture. So there's truly not only one way of being Filipino. Right, and trips to the Philippines could be really vital in the journey of discovering your roots. All right, let's hear from the audience very quickly from TCKs. I know that Sean has been raising his hand earlier. I'm going to call on you now. What activities did you engage in when you come home to visit the Philippines during vacations? And what do those trips mean to you?
Yeah, first of all, the food is fantastic in the Philippines. And I went fishing with my lolas and lolas there, so it was fun. And I think I did catch one small fish. Deals, yeah. And I think the most important thing why I love the Philippines and the culture is the way how important family bonding is, as you said, and just the way how my mom and my Lola sacrificed for me is just immaculate, and I'll always be thankful for their sacrifice. And when I'm gonna be in the Philippines probably again in 1 or 2 years, so I'm trying to learn more Tagalog. Yes. More importantly, the Tagalog humor. I'm trying to learn, and I prepared actually one joke if we have time. One short joke. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Tito Maricel. Yes. Question: what's the difference between conclusion and opinion? No. If you go to the palengke at sarado, di close yun. Pagbukas, di open yun.
Thank you, Sean. If I close my eyes, I think a native Filipino speaker is speaking. Like, perfect.
I have to just say, Sean is the son of Claudia. And Claudia, who's been helping us with all our
I think, Sarah, maybe we could sum up the opportunities or the advantages of being a TCK. Well, being TCK, like Sean and everyone here mentioned, isn't just about challenges. It's about turning our weaknesses, supposed weaknesses, into our strengths. And TCKs tend to have a broader worldview and deeper understanding of cultural nuances, which really helps them because of their exposure to diverse experiences. So to sum up, it's about embracing and owning our uniqueness and using that to our advantage. Alright, so we're about to wrap up and let's take a moment for some final thoughts. I'm really happy that a lot of people want to speak. I'm very happy about that. And it's clear that TCKs is not about just the challenges, it's also about the growth and this rich tapestry of experiences. And before we conclude, we'd like to hear one last time from the audience. And it's one simple question. What's the best thing about being a Filipino? Alright, parent of TCK, I know that there's a parent here of a very young baby. Please raise your hand and please approach the mic. Please state your background and how old is your baby.
Hi everyone, I'm Brody Tsoyking. I was born and raised in Muntinlupa City, Philippines. I'm a mother of a very beautiful 1-year-old. So what's the best thing about, rewarding about being a TCK? This is about instilling the best of both worlds, of both culture to your kids. So my daughter, I think I will be killed by my in-laws because her primary language now is Tagalog. So you will hear. I am the only one who speaks Tagalog to her. So you will hear her say wala na, see you, something like that, English Tagalog. So yeah, I actually get some comments from other, not my relatives, but other Filipinos that why do I teach her Tagalog when it's useless here? Well, I think it's I don't want her to forget the Filipino values, and I instill that by, of course, speaking the language, making her eat Filipino food. I cook that on a daily basis, almost every day, sorry. And yeah, I also teach her the important culture of strong community among the Filipinos and close family ties. So every day I make her video call my siblings and my dad in the Philippines. And then aside from that, I also teach her the Austrian culture because of course we're here and she's also Austrian. The sense of being independent, the liberalism, and of course the critical thinking. That's what the best Austrian values that I instill to my daughter. She's too young now, and I cannot mention any challenges that she's facing, but maybe in the future she will face the challenges that Sarah faced. But since I listened to all the comments here of the parents and Sarah herself, at TCK herself, I will prepare myself in the future. So thank you.
And I'm very confident that your child will do well in this world. All right, okay, one-liner. What's the best thing about being a Filipino? Woman at the back.
Hi, my name is Sarah May Feliciano. Actually, Stani Feliciano. I got married one year ago. I'm half Filipina, half Austria. I was born and raised here in Austria. I just wanted to say, my mother taught me to speak Tagalog. So I know I don't look like a Filipina, and every time I say I'm half Filipina, people are like, "Oh my God, you're Filipina." And this is one thing I really want to say from my roots. I'm very proud to be a half Filipina, because every time I say I'm from the Philippines, people smile at you, because that's our, how do you say, it's our uniqueness in the Philippines. And they say, yes, now I can see you are half Filipina. And I say, yes. And when I traveled to the Philippines, I was 15, and it's just a short funny story about it. And my visa was expired one day, and I was there at, leaving Manila, and he said, sorry ma'am, your visa is expired. And I said, paano yan? Wala akong pera, hindi ko pwede bayaran. And he looked at me and he said, are you Filipina? And I said, yes, I'm half Filipina. And he said, yes, but you need to pay this. And I said, sorry po, talaga wala akong pera, anong gawin ko? Yeah, and I was talking like this, and he said, oh my God, yes, you're real Filipina, this drama only a Filipina can do. So yes, I just wanted to say, it doesn't matter where we go in this world. I think the doors are always open for us, because we're a nation that is proud and can move forward and can stay wherever they want to. Doesn't matter where they are.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And Sarah just happened to write the book Leia and Yaakov. So I will read this today, and thank you for sharing. I guess one last from Sarah. What's the best thing about being a Filipino?
Well,
Well, I guess it connects to what you say, Sarah. The concept of bayanihan, coming together as a community and helping one another in times of need. On that positive note, thank you very much for participating today, for sharing your insights. Let's keep the conversation going, and maybe continue to learn and grow together. Thank you very much.